What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy. We are back at it. Weezus is in the house right now, and I just wanted to talk to you guys. A lot of stuff going on. My Cowboys got the win yesterday, 40-39. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a super fan, but I also realize there are a lot of problems with the Cowboys. They got a lot of problems going on, but hey, they're a fighting team. I'm a big time homer, so that was really cool. Um, what I wanted to talk to you guys today about was the WandaVision trailer that dropped during the Emmys last night. And it's because, on this channel before I've made certain comments about the MCU and Marvel, like, being very artificial, being very one note, following a template. And I was really banking on this next phase. They really want to be able to hang with DC going into the future, who has already decided that they don't care about continuity, they don't care about anything being connected. They don't care about how many actors play one character. Like I said, it's not about who's going to play Batman for the next 10 years. It's like who all can play Batman in the next 10 years, or Superman, or whoever, or whatever DC character you're thinking of. So, I watched the WandaVision trailer and I was just thoroughly surprised in a great way. Like, I was just so happy to see that it looks like Marvel is taking that step to, get a little more spontaneous. It's like you're moving on from the conservative girlfriend to the girlfriend who wants to go out all the time. She's very spontaneous. She likes doing new things. And I think that that's super cool. And I think that if they can do it right and they can do it with less templates, and they obviously need template because continuity is one thing that they've been very successful at, so I won't knock that from them. But at the same time, they're going to need a little more of something different for it to take this audience into the next phase. Because the unspoken question is, am I still going to be interested in this universe, with these characters when most characters are dead, old, or gone? And then, the big Thanos kind of showdown has already happened. You know what I mean? And obviously we're going to move on to new villains and new problems and everything, but we're trying to figure out, why do we still want to be invested? And I think WandaVision was giving a lot of those questions answers last night, just showing from the visuals, no boring shots, no boring color. It looks like the story is going to be very in-depth, a good mystery. Love good mysteries. What's up with this year in mysteries? Like, it seems like everywhere you turn, it's another mystery around the corner, and I can't get enough of it. And I just think that they're going in the right direction. I was very, very happy with what I saw in the trailer. I think Olsen, she's an incredible actress. I think if there was anything she could pull off, it's something like this. And that just goes back to the casting. They've always been good at casting these heroes and these characters, because they know what kind of actors can be put in the right kind of scenarios for it to really bounce and to really be relatable and mesh. One thing that I think that stands out about this is, I mean, I could be wrong, because most shows get political. I hate saying that. Like, I really just feel like every show, movie, of all time, especially the good ones, always have a political message. It's called morale. Your artwork doesn't get a reaction if it doesn't have morale, if it doesn't have something that you can take away from it. You know what I mean? Besides just reading through a comic. Surprisingly, just based off the trailer, this just seems very go comic. Like, it just seems like it's a lot of comic stuff going on. Like, it just has a lot of straightforward comic book problems, comic book heroes, comic book actions. But like I said, I think it's impossible to tell a story without getting a little political. But I just feel like it's more of the pizzazz and the pow and the boom that everybody's really wanting the MC to take off and do, because DC is just in a good position right now. They weren't a few years ago, but they've come to understand their market. They understand who they are, and they understand their brand. And since even in the comics, DC has never been good at having one storyline. They had the original Justice League, then they broke that down for the New 52, then they broke that down for I think it's called Rebirth, and then they broke that down, Deceased. Like, it's just a lot of stuff that they bank on separate universes and not a lot of continuity, but continuity here and continuity in this story and continuity in this story. That way you can tell more stories, you can incorporate more characters, and you can have some characters play the same some actors play the same character, but they have totally different motivations, meanings, identities, problems, like how Michael Keaton is playing Batman. He's reprising his role as Batman 89 in the Flashpoint Paradox movie, and how Ben Affleck is reprising his role as Batman for the Zack Snyder cut. And now you have Robert Pattinson, who's playing Batman for the Matt Reeves movie. And I hope they don't just bank on Batman. I understand that, they have a lot of stuff that requires Batman for it to be like, interesting, because everybody loves Batman. He's this kind of guy that we love to watch kind of break down, you know what I mean? Like, we hold him accountable, we love him, but we also understand that Batman has his days and that he can be very, very toxic at some points. But he's our favorite toxic king, and we can't get enough of him. So I just really want to see Marvel do that, especially, with this WandaVision hinting towards a multiverse. And you got Doctor Strange 2, which, they've rumored that is heavily linked to WandaVision, which means, the Doctor Strange 2 movie is called The Madness of the Multiverse, which, that's the opportunity to have Tobey Maguire show up as Spider-Man again, to have Andrew Garfield show up as Spider-Man again, to have, Wesley Snipes show up as Blade. Like, you could really do a lot with this movie, depending on the plot and how you want to break it down. And I just wanted to come tell you guys that I think that Marvel is going in a great direction. I think that they kind of missed their market. Well, they didn't miss the market, but I feel like they kind of whiffed on not having a big event. Like, okay, you drop out of Comic-Con, there needs to be some kind of event where, we talk about casting, we talk about trailers, but I don't think they have it all together like that right now. Disney seems to be struggling. That there's rumors about Mandalorian problems with Pedro Pascal. We haven't heard anything about the new Star Wars trilogy that will be coming out in a few years or so. Nothing from Bucky, between Bucky and Captain America, like the Falcon and Bucky or whatever, that show. We've heard nothing about Loki. Like, we've heard nothing, like no trailers, no anything. So maybe they just need some more time. I know the pandemic has had a lot of people caught up with shooting problems. Like, Robert Pattinson, they had the entire Batman set shut down for like 2 weeks right after the hype of that big trailer, because he came down with COVID-19. So it's just a lot that they got to work out, and that they have to figure out. I guess there are a lot of kinks or whatever, but they seem to be piecing off. They're trying to get hype piece by piece, like, the Miles Morales trailer, and then the casting news for Kang, and then the casting news for Spider-Woman, and then Olivia Wilde's directing Spider-Woman, and then the did I say Miles Morales game? WandaVision. They just have a lot of stuff that they're piecing off. And I think that's cool, but I just think that there could have been, a better strategy of how to reveal all this stuff. But it's working because it's Marvel, it's Disney, they're a conglomerate, like, they're just a big, big monopoly of entertainment, and, we seem to not be able to get enough of it for now. So, yeah, I just wanted to address that. You guys check out that trailer. It looks super good, and yeah, y'all have a good one.